Game number 1, VortiX versus SaiDe.
Yeah, this will be a great series. We might have a short day. This is going to be a great series.
Really? This is gonna be a short series?
No, no, this is going to be this may be a short day, but this is going to be a great series.
Oh, okay. Yes, this is going to be very exciting. Very exciting.
Yes.
And you know, SaiDe was on my hit list, man, when I was trying to invite.
Oh, God.
When I was trying to invite for top 60, the 10 players, SaiDe was on my. What's wrong with that?
It's a good thing you're not the 420 hitman.
Yeah,
else,
true.
You know, that might be a real list.
Yeah, true. No, but he was on my desired list. Okay, well, all right. Of people that I wanted.
That's
and,
some eyes wide shut shit. The desired list. Owl masks.
Yeah. I wear goat masks when I go. But Demon Hunter first for SaiDe, and it's probably going to be just a DK for Mr. VortiX. I don't think he's crazy enough like Crab to go Crypt Lord. He's not. DK first.
See, this is the worth noting that now we know when the Great Wall played random, it did affect SaiDe's hero choice. Because he clearly likes to go Demon Hunter against Undead. Maybe just on this map, which is acceptable as well, but you know, we still know it at least affects his hero choice a little bit playing against random. So it is an advantage. We were discussing that a little bit in the first map.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah.
Because he went Keeper, right? Instead of Demon Hunter. A little bit uncomfortable because he's against random. You see? See the parallels?
Yep, I do. I see the parallels. I also see, you know, which consumable item SaiDe is going to get. What do you think? What do you think?
Okay.
Greater heal?
Yeah, Greater Heal would be ideal. Scroll the Beast wanted man, so gonna be what you want. He got the greatest one.
There we go. I see it.
The
I see
Greater
it.
Heal.
I see it.
You had an old Glass Joe on the stairs moment there, Rick.
Hell yeah. I'm drunk as a skunk. Couldn't find my wallet.
Hey, Lethaka with the 6-month primer. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is very hype, though. Very, very hype. Vortex. Recently, last time I saw him was DreamHack Regional Finals. He played exquisite there, but he had to defeat the Emperor. No easy task, and it looks as though now he's going to try to defeat SaiDe with a fast expansion. Ricky, what are your thoughts on this?
I like it. I think it's always, it mixes it up. It makes it interesting. It's always a risk because, you know, one good wisp can ruin all your summons, and then you're just left defending with ghouls, and you kind of get stuck in the mud a bit with this strat. But VortiX taking his time with it, actually going all the way back to just he wants to do this right. He wants to do this push right. He sees the wisp here too. He definitely wants to get that wisp out of the way. I think this is the only one like even close right now. Unless SaiDe brings another one, which he hasn't right now. So VortiX is going to be able to creep this really nicely. And that's the patience that he has. Look, he goes back and then forward. Now he's going to creep it. Much better scenario. A lot of undead players just force that fight with the Demon Hunter right in their face.
Yeah, and he is teching behind this too, so it was a little bit of a fake out, but SaiDe's not really biting. He's not taking the bait. He's still teching. He's still playing patiently. He might counter expand, but so far it's just pure standard. And this is the right decision from SaiDe because this was a fake. All you got to do is bring an Acolyte to the expansion. Sometimes the Night Elves will commit 2 Ancient War Huntresses. And then, you know, you just win the game from a nice little fake out. But the expansion creep is still taken, and Pendant of Energy is going to be a nice item for VortiX in the future. Just like the Greater Heal is.
Is that the nuts from that spot? Other than maybe Claws?
Yeah. I think both players have gotten the best items they can. Yeah, maybe Claws would be better instead of the Circlet for the DK, but so far the Greater Heal and the Pendant, those are good for both players. Very good.
A player's forces are under attack.
No, I was gonna say Claws +9 or
oh
Pendant.
no, I think Pendant might be better than Claws +9.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because the mana pot thing, you drop it, you know.
You drop it, you pop it, you lock it. How much do you get it for drop Circlet?
Oh, that's a lot of math. I don't know, actually.
Roughly, like percentage.
Somebody knows. Where's save Orcas? I don't know. You might get like 30 extra mana or something. Maybe 40 from a mana pot. I'm not sure.
That doesn't seem worth.
Well, you know,
A player's
constantly.
are under attack.
I'm really not sure how much it is. It's tough. I can't even imagine what the like math looks like for that because I don't really know.
Yeah. Well, you're not very educated.
Oh yeah, it's like the percentage of your mana pool, what that mana pot gives to you, and
Archer pick
how
up for
much
Vortex.
dependent.
Oh, actually denies it with the Archer. That's a little cutesy, man.
Did he deny an Archer?
Yeah,
with
he
an
Archer with the he denied with an Archer. That's hard
I've
to
never
do.
seen that before. That's real tough. Nice scout as well from Vortex. He's scouting the entire main base, going to see the hunt hall, the lore, and he's going to see probably a second lore before attack. Is that what we're going to see? Or maybe that's just a wisp being micred away. Okay, so he's only seen one lore. This tells Vortex there's an expansion somewhere, or he's going to attack right now. Straight tier 3.
Ooh, yeah, that's so true. This could actually be a misinformation from Vortex if he sees the one lore, and maybe that was the wisp that was going to build the lore. But also, yeah, it does look like one lore may be possible proxy tree of life somewhere. That's a really
like
good point.
bears
Wow,
or
yeah.
something, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Tier-
really good
tier
point.
3 tech's very delayed now for SaiDe, but the lore was delayed till the skeleton was gone. Shouldn't have too big of an impact on what Vortex is doing. Maybe it will incline him to push a little bit earlier than he otherwise would have, but still shouldn't change too much. And no tier 3 tech yet. There it comes for Vortex. Slaughterhouse as well. And the single Garg, which we've been seeing more and more of recently.
Yeah, this is a risky camp, but if it pays off for Vortex, he's going to get a really good item, good experience. The Demon Hunter just constantly right-clicking, actually blocking with the ghouls. That was a really nice play from Vortex. Going to keep this Lich alive, and while he's taking hits from the camp still, he's just going to back off and try to fight this. The Aura could be trying to go for a surround on the Demon. The Nova comes in. Are you kidding me, Vortex? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Oh, lock that in! Lock that in, big boy!
The Wisp trying to block. The Wisp actually did a pretty good job there for SaiDe to help out. And at the end of the day, it's just a lot of damage being taken by Vortex. Beautiful Demon Hunter movement for SaiDe. He's going to make it out of there, but he's not out of the woods just yet. But a couple of ghouls are falling low, so Vortex, really, that was all for naught at this point.
Yeah, and he didn't get the camp, and he didn't get the surround. And yeah, like you said, he took a lot of damage. And now SaiDe's going to have map control, and if Vortex wants to go for this again, this could be an even scarier position. But Vortex does have a Garg in the air now, and he does have a good amount of melee on the ground with the statue. But everything's so low, no mana as well. I don't think Vortex wants to take this fight without coil.
Yeah, this one Garg is so annoying, but there's going to be 2 archers sent back to deal with it. Ancient Wonders on the way as well. We know that SaiDe likes his Mountain Giants. Saw them in the last game. So maybe that is on the table. But yeah, got to go back. Vortex, what's your follow-up plan? Is it going to be an expansion on tier 3? Is it going to be some sort of a timing with a third hero? So far, he's just building a couple of Gargs. This is sort of the happy style currently, which is like 1 crypt Gargs into like, what is it, like Destroyer form early with Frenzy Ghouls, something like that. It's a very wacky style that Happy's been doing a little bit recently, but we'll see. I'm sure Vortex is going to do it beautifully, whatever it is.
Nice block's going to be able to save that statue. SaiDe is still all over the place right now, and the mana burns are on point, and that's why SaiDe's able to just pick away at some of these units. Nice blocks, though, keeping some of these units alive, and actually a deny with the Lich. Really nice play from Vortex. He's going to lose these units no matter what, just because he got no way to save them, but SaiDe getting some real value there, chopping down that DK too to half HP, just continuing to keep this DK on level 3, which is huge. Although I think, you know, Vortex with the orb now should be able to creep the consumable, the green camp, the lab. He's definitely going to get to level 3, but he's going to give up this Null Overseer, and this could be a huge item for SaiDe.
Yep. This could be very, very nice.
Vamp?
Any Aura would be amazing as well. That's probably the best, honestly, because Vamp is great, but you know, he might not commit to bears like too much at least. He's got a lot of Dryads already. He's going to have a couple, but maybe this overall is the best because it affects, of course, everything. And he's going to need anti-air, right? Because it's going to be Gargs. So it's going to help out everything. And the Naga's going to get closer to level 3, but he's got to get to level 2 first. He'll get much over that from this lab. And the Demon Hunter is going to get the orb as well now. 1 more tick of gold, and he will have that sucker. There it is. Very, very good item to have. Vortex will have his own now as well. He's going to try to get some of these contested creep camps on the map. I believe the marketplace is still up for grabs. It is indeed. So probably the next time they fight will be over that camp, Ricky.
Some more bears being rallied in for SaiDe. He's starting to get into his meat and potatoes of the army, which is going to be bear, dryad. Nice mana burns on this Lich, just keeping the Lich very low. But the DK has coil, and the Lich Doesn't have Nova, but definitely needs to prioritize trying to mana burn the DK. The orb on the demon does help. And these Gargs are going to start to fall really fast. Could see a coil on that Garg if he wants to save it. Oh, instead, coils the ghoul.
Yeah, managed to keep everything alive. One ghoul died to the creep towards the tail end, and now Alchemist third for SaiDe, and he's going to be able to take this camp that I was talking about. He's going to be able to win the fight and take the marketplace. Could be a nice consumable. The Acid Bomb helps out so much to clean up these creeps. That was heal wards, which is going to be great as well. But here comes the creep jack, potentially for Vortex. 5 Gargs in the air and a single destroyer. Going to be good against the rejuve and the heal wards. Ghouls are trying to get onto the archers, but nice kiting so far by SaiDe.
Ooh, this is really nice play from Vortex. He just runs all of the anti-air away with the Gargs. Actually chasing the the anti-air with the Gargs, but the ghouls just getting full surface area on only bears and heroes. And these Gargs are actually just chasing the Dryads, and yeah, SaiDe's kind of spread out. Although the Tri-Hero is very good. Is SaiDe gonna actually just fight this out with Tri-Hero and a bear?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, there's nothing that's really good against, like, the ghouls are good against the heroes, but the bears, you know, not the best against the ghouls necessarily, so maybe he can win it with just heroes. Would love to see a second orb in the future for SaiDe as well. Destroyer's gonna fall. A lot of Gargs are falling too. Maybe one bear gonna die. No staff, it looks like. No, there's indeed no staff for SaiDe quite yet. The Lich has an invuln forced into it. The archers are going to Shadow Meld for now.
Vortex is kind of getting owned. Vortex kind of getting owned. If he saves this Demon Hunter, he's done so much damage. You don't want to lose that Demon. Oh, nice TP. The Lich. Oh, the Lich, so vulnerable, but a coil comes in last minute. Vortex kind of got owned in that fight. A lot of Gargs went down, some ghouls, and I don't think SaiDe really lost anything. Where are the 2 bears that he had? Oh, did he lose both bears?
He did lose both bears. Yeah, both bears fell. The only destroyer fell, and I believe 3 Gargs on the side of Vortex, and then 1 archer towards the tail end. I think all the Dryads stayed alive. And there's no disease cloud, obviously, so it's going to be nice for the Dryads to be on the field for longer, whereas before they would, you know, be very low health. Surprised to not see 1 abomination. It'd be pretty nice, but we're, you know, just trying to get statues. We're just trying to get destroyers currently for Vortex, and he's got this very weird mix, but he certainly has this Lich going for him. Oh my lordy lordy. That's a nice Lich.
Yeah,
seems
that's
like we always see nice Lich on Northern Isles.
I love it as this map is so easy. You can get like what did we see last time? A possible 38?
Yeah,
was that yesterday?
Like that. Yeah, 33, 38.
33, but he didn't pick up the 5, so it would have been 38.
Yeah. Just crazy, man.
A player's
ridiculous.
forces are under attack.
Scroll heal. The invuln's still on cooldown for another 30 seconds, but, you know, whoever gets that will be in a great spot with their heroes. SaiDe, of course, is going to need more because he's got an extra hero and certainly more vulnerable heroes with the Naga, with the low-level Alchemist currently, with only really being able to tank with the 1 bear and those 2 melee heroes currently. So gonna need to find that invuln. 1 destroyer in the air, 2 more statues, potentially going to be more for Vortex. Still staying below upkeep, but has a scary army. We'll see who wins this fight. This is very, very crucial right now.
Heal scroll used for Vortex right away, but yeah, I think the Demon Hunter needs to carry here. But the heroes need to carry. The 1 bear goes down, but the carry in the damage is for these heroes, and the Gargs are starting to drop like crazy. Naga getting focused actually hard. Coil goes in on the Naga, but I don't know if Vortex is going to get it. But the ghouls are all over the Dryads. 1 more Dryad going down, level 4 on the DK. Has Vortex actually finally taken the fight that he wants? 35 supply for Vortex.
So much, though. They're losing so much. The Destroyer fell. A lot of Dryads are falling. Maybe if the Naga falls, it will be what Vortex needed to solidify. Oh my god, the Ghoul getting in front. That is a Frenzied Ghoul with Aura, so I think he will certainly catch up, and the Naga is going to fall. And what seemed to be like a very even exchanges between these players ends in a hero kill on the side of Vortex, so certainly going to take this fight now.
This Demon Hunter is still such a problem for Vortex, and now the mana's low, trying to go for that Lich. Chemical Rage on the Alchemist. He just wants pure damage. He's actually going to chase the DK. The DK might have to force a TP here, even though he's right outside his base. I don't think he's going to be able to get home. Yeah, he does force a TP. SaiDe just trading really well, man. I'm so impressed with this game so far. Vortex has a weird composition too, like the Gargs with the ghouls. It is a weird composition, Carson. And you know what? He's not trading as efficiently as he wants to. All these trades look very scrappy, very sketchy.
Both players are just losing so much all the time. I would feel like the supplies would be even at the end of every fight if it weren't for staff. And especially if it weren't for that Naga that's reviving 5 supply that's not actually in the army right now. But yeah, just those couple of bears that Sed's been saving over time with that staff is really what's gotten him this supply lead at this point. 12 supply, 3 bears staffed out, going to save it. Now the red camp and the alchemist getting level 3 would be awesome because he's been putting in work with the acid bomb and the chemical rage. I love the fact that he got that 3rd hero. So often do we not see night elves do that, and then you can get 3 orbs in the future, maybe. At least 2, I'd say. A second one on the Naga would be great. But the Ancient War is going to scout the army of Vortex, who is also going for his own red camp. Claws plus 12 on the Lich.
It is pretty wild to be 16 minutes in and almost the red camp's finally being crept up. But this is how action-packed this game has been in Northern Isles. Level 4 on the demon, like you said. Level 3 on this alchemist. Yeah, that's a very good point. Like as soon as he got the alchemist, I was like, it just looks weird. Like the whole composition looks weird, right? You only see Demon Hunter Naga, but there's so much value. And maybe he decided to go the alchemist just because of the Garg play from VortiX. But either way, with or without, Alchemist is a great 3rd hero against Undead.
Oh, it's so good, yeah. The acid bomb is so effective. Here's the fight. There's no Naga in this fight, but it is going to come in from the right-hand side, or the left-hand side, rather. A couple of Gargs going to fall to the Fork Lightning. No second orb picked up, but a lot of Gargs are falling. One destroyed to the right-hand side. He's taking a lot of damage. This seems to be said. Can he keep his heroes alive? Because he is certainly killing all the units. But he's got to keep this Demon Hunter alive. He's got to keep the Alchemist and Naga alive. He got the Endurance Orb from the red camp, which is helping out quite a bit. But it seems as though Said he's going to win this fight. He's going to hold this expansion that's coming up to the south.
The Lich!
Oh, Lich! GG!
Said!
Wow.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And dude, when I invited this guy, he's like, you know, I'm not really playing that well. I don't know if I'm worthy. And I was like, bro, you're worthy. We want to see you, man. Like, I am such a big Said fan. And that was before he just beat VortiX, okay? I'm a fan of this guy. This guy is really good. And that was a big pickoff. Big pickoff on Northern Isles. Going up 1-0. Said about to take the first seed in Group D. Whew, let's go, baby.
I had to rehost, sorry. My game was bugged.
Yeah, mine crashed earlier as well. Not a big deal, not a big deal. I gotta say, though, that army composition from VortiX, it was almost like he was trying to make the game harder for himself. I really wonder if he just goes into standard, do we see a different game? The Garg play, I always hate Gargs. I've always hated Gargs against Elf. It just looked very scrappy. And like you said, he wasn't trading very well
just
every
one for
time.
one trades, but there's staff on the side of the Night Elf, and yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. And VortiX has hero composition where if he runs out of mana, he's done. Said has a hero composition where as long as the heroes are still alive, he's still gaining tons of value. So you really need that explosive undead army where you just kind of destroy everything. And it just wasn't there. But Concealed Hill, a much different map. Probably going to see a much different game, especially in this matchup. You can really do anything. We'll see if Said still wants to open up with Demon Hunter or if he wants to do a keeper style. So we're going to hop into game number 2 on Concealed Hill. And it's going to be for all the marbles for Said. Said about to make his way out. Here we go.
What if we see Said versus Side in this tournament, Ricky?
That would be PogChamp.
Yeah.
Side's got to get through Foggy, though.
Yeah, that's... Whew. But we might be saying soon, oh, Side's got to get through Said.
Ooh, yeah.
Imagine. Give him 6 months, this guy, man. We'll be saying that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a huge Said fan, man. He's so underrated, too. And when you think of French players, you really think of Todd, you think of Crab, you think of Side. You don't think of Said, and he... Well, maybe you do, but he's so underrated, I think, in his region. Nobody really talks about him, and they should, and it's criminal.
Yeah. We'll see what he does. Is it Demon Hunter again? Is that really what his preference is in this matchup? It seems to be. Yeah, so the Great Wall had quite the advantage, but it still didn't seem to make a difference at all. We'll see what VortiX does. He feinted that fast expansion last game and then went into attack into 1 Crypt Gargoyles, which is a little bit unorthodox, but getting to be more and more well-known, I would say. We'll see what he does. Concealed Hill, also a great map for Gargs, but not just 1 Crypt, but 2 Crypts. Sometimes, if you're Side, 5 Crypts, but that requires an expansion.
5 Crypts, eh?
5 Crypts, 6 consoles.
With 5 Crypts, I think Gargs are good.
Anything's good with 5 Crypts.
Yeah, 5 Crypts, Gargs are fine. Sed's going to start creeping out. Yeah, I love that he's sticking to the game plan too, man. He loves that demon style. The Demon Hunter obviously paid dividends. And if VortiX wants to play Gargs, why not go for a Demon Hunter with an orb tanky late game? Because that thing was just destroying everything.
Oh, yeah. And the Alchemist third was very cool. Not too common, but, you know, not surprising to see for sure. But still, I think a very good choice that maybe people don't do enough. That Alchemist third, or even anything like a Fire Lord third, Priest of the Moon third, just something to carry the orb or something to just deal a bit more damage. With that Acid Bomb, that helped out quite a bit last game. 2 ghouls, the Demon Hunter goes straight across the map. This detonate could be great. And there's no deny from the Ancient War in the south, so this is a good harass. It's on.
Oh, this is so annoying if you're the undead player, man. This Demon Hunter does so much damage, and the mana burn's coming out. Oh, no!
The Demon Hunter movement again. We saw it last game, right? Like, again, the Demon Hunter movement from SaiDe. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I still can't decide if it's SaiDe being like a god or if it's just VortiX getting unlucky because these. Oh my! Okay, it's SaiDe being a god. Look at that Moonwell dodge with the Deado, gets the Skellies, perfect value from that Demon Hunter, and now
look at this!
Look at the DK.
He's destroying him. 2 ghouls about to fall. The archer comes in. A couple of shots, a couple of arrows, a couple of volleys could maybe get a couple of ghoul kills for SaiDe, and maybe that'll be a couple of games as well. A 2-0. Unbelievable. This is looking like a dominant performance. Got to be a little bit careful to not be overzealous. SaiDe, the ghouls are going to be saved for VortiX, but he's certainly under a lot of pressure, but he hasn't lost anything yet, though. So he's not really behind. He's just a little bit low, and there's a fountain.
Wow, and actually Shadow Meld on the Archer. DK goes to get DuSt, and the Archer just runs away right away. Oh, there's DuSt here, though. That's going to be a dead Archer. Maybe deny? Deny from SaiDe! SaiDe not giving him anything.
High-level stuff here. High-level stuff.
This is what we're talking about when we talk about this guy, man. He's putting on a clinic, and if you asked anyone in the chat, VortiX versus SaiDe, they'd be like, lol, easy 2-0 for VortiX. Are you kidding me? Yeah. This is not an easy 2-0. VortiX actually looking very behind, looking like he doesn't have the answers.
Yeah, playing very well. Waking up the creeps on the DK as well. Oh, VortiX not paying attention. Okay, he's going to take a little bit more damage. Oh, and the Archer was ready. You see that? Archer was ready to the north to block the DK against the creeps to take more damage. SaiDe is just doing everything perfect except VortiX is finding some value. Whereas SaiDe's trying to be a little bit fancy, VortiX is just straight up finding value. He's going to get this entire creep camp with the ghouls at the same time. And the DK going to staff back. Does he have a coil? Gets mana burnt. Gets the item. Saves the ghouls again. VortiX not really getting behind at all. He's going to surround the Demon Hunter. See, it looks really good what SaiDe's doing, but VortiX is just being cleaner and he's not really getting behind it all.
Yeah, you definitely... TP was a good... I mean, TP for a level 1 hero?
It's very late. It was too late. I feel like he had to TP right away. Again, you know, SaiDe's doing some stuff that looks cool, but... Got to be more solid, I feel like. I don't think SaiDe is ahead.
And double crypt on Concealed Hill for VortiX. This is going to be Gargs. And I'm sure SaiDe is prepared for that. He saw outside the base.
Oh, what a nasty block from VortiX. Secures himself a second Archer kill. Just sick.
I missed that one, but was it nice?
Absolutely sick. It was a sick block. Yeah, perfect. The Archer barely moved.
And this Demon is still level 1. Tree of Life, though, for SaiDe.
It's great. I think he could have done that earlier with the map control he gained from the damage. Like, yeah, you're not going to get any unit kills or experience from that damage on the DK and those ghouls, but you will gain the map control to get an instant expansion. So I would have almost liked to see this right after he pressured VortiX at this camp, as I pressed the wrong hotkey.
Ooh, and it looks like SaiDe knows right away that he's going for Garg. So Panda play, Panda second.
Panda.
Obviously getting a huge buff in the patch. Breath of Fire going to be even better.
Oh, it's going to be sick. All right, 2 archers were falling. Wisp being pressured a little bit, but there is no coil thanks to the mana burn. The Golem's still up for grabs. The Moonwell is being filled. The Shades are star-shaped. Oh, the Wisp. Oh, is going to be detonated. The Ancient War is going to fall, maybe. Is attacking the Panda for now, but that's a lot of damage being taken. This Death Knight's getting so much value in slowing down SaiDe.
Yeah, VortiX starting to turn it down in the mid game right now. He's starting to turn it up, rather. Just really great play. He's actually pulling a lot of ghouls, Carson. A lot of ghouls. I think he knows that there's an expansion play. Skelly at the expansion, I think he knows, and I think he's going to try to cancel this early And SaiDe could be in a lot of trouble. Like you said, he took a lot of damage on that Panda. There goes your Moonwell juice. And this looks like a perfect timing rush for Vortex to get some damage done with all these ghouls and gargs.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yep, and Panda's still level 1. The Gargs are in the base now. 2 archers have already fallen, and there wasn't even a 5th one produced. The ghouls are clumping up. The Death Knight, could he get level 3? He would have to take the shop as well, so it'd be quite a while. 4 Gargs are now out, though. I think the pressure is rising for SaiDe, who really has to get his Panda 3, but it's hard, especially on a map like Concealed Hill. Where are you supposed to creep it? Where can you creep the Panda? You got to creep the expansion solo, and then even then, probably won't have Panda 3.
Uh-oh, this demon's about to walk into the ghouls here. The ghouls could go for a surround if they want. No staff on the Night Elf. I'm surprised Vortex being so defensive, but I think it's because the demon, or the DK is really low. SaiDe just playing super defensive, though. I really like this. He's aware that Vortex is outside. He's got the ghoul gargs. Vortex has a perfect lockdown, by the way, on SaiDe. He's got the gargs outside the base, pot-shotting wisps, trying to be aggressive, trying to be annoying. He's basically just contained SaiDe to his base, which is amazing. And this leaves, like, if Vortex wanted to creep the shop, he could. And he would have time to still react.
And there's enough Gargs now to just start picking apart these wisps. Luckily for SaiDe, he can go get a Shredder if he needs to, but now he needs a bit more than a Shredder to hold all these ghouls coming in. A lot of pressure. The Panda's just surrounded right away. Doesn't even have breath yet, Ricky. He went for Haze first to creep. There's no staff. Maybe the invuln's going to have to be passed. Level 3 on the DK. No invuln passed? No invuln passed on the Panda. Really just going to let it die, and now the Demon Hunter gets surrounded, but that will use the invuln. The Tree of Life is going to come into the fight as well, but really, seems as though SaiDe is running out of steam.
Wow, and for such a dirty early game, and Vortex actually pulling it down right now, bringing the Gargs to just straight up fight the Dryads. He needs a distraction. He needs to be able to get more value out of these ghouls, and that's where the Gargs come in. And look at that, all the Dryads trying to run away, but he's actually picking him off. I think Vortex is actually just killing everything. SaiDe just kind of dying.
Him. Yeah, I think all the ghouls are on the archers. The Gargs are on the Dryads. The Demon Hunter now has Orb. The Panda was only level 1, is going to come back, but you know what? There's an expansion up that has not yet mined. All the units are dead, and it's only getting scarier because there's not even a Lich with Orb out yet, Ricky.
True. Very true. Keeping all of the Gargs alive, too. So that's a pretty high count. Getting up to 8 Gargs now. And all the Dryads are dead. All the anti-air is pretty much gone. There's 1 Dryad, and that's it. SaiDe's army is, well, there's really no army at all.
Yeah, like it looked good for SaiDe, but at the end of the day, he didn't kill any units early, and he lost a couple of archers. He lost the TP. He didn't creep a lot. And Vortex just capitalizes on that, and now he's got all the army supply, and SaiDe has 3 Dryads, which are about to be one-shot by these 9 Gargs at any point.
Frenzy ghouls as well. These ghouls are like on crack. So strong. This is a strong push for Vortex. Only 44 supply on paper, guys, but this is really strong. And this scroll of healing for... Oh, Vortex gets a coil off on the Demon Hunter before the Mana Burn comes in, and SaiDe goes, all right, we'll go to game 3, man. GG, well played. That was a really good mid-game from Vortex to turn that momentum in his favor after a really good early game from the Night Elf. But like you said, and I didn't really believe you at the start, but you can overextend and compensate, play too good, and then it ends up biting you in the ass. So that's what ended up happening with SaiDe, you know, losing the Demon Hunter, getting it surrounded, and then just giving Vortex the rest of the map.
Yeah, I think there's a really good lesson in that game from Vortex, from the side of Vortex. Just because you get pressured early game, maybe you make a couple mistakes, maybe your opponent makes a couple fancy plays, you get a low hero, you get a couple low units. You don't have to believe that you're behind. You don't have to play scared just because you took damage on your DK 2.5 minutes ago, right? He played confidently. He wasn't afraid. He still made the right plays. He kept all of his units alive, and at the end of the day, he just kind of killed them, despite SaiDe looking a little bit sexier in the early game. That's all it takes, man.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
And now you're looking at, you know, SaiDe coming off great momentum in game 1. Vortex kind of, okay, now we got a series here. SaiDe maybe was on cloud 9 for a bit there. I know I was watching this. I was like, it was really Vortex going to get 2-0'd. But yeah, it kind of brings it back to reality with the 1-1 scoreline now. And you gotta play hard. And this is a really neutral map, Carson. This is Gargs, possibly. This is anything. Last Refuge, game number 3. Game number 3 on Last Refuge.
Didn't even need a Lich last game. Vortex. Didn't even build it. Didn't care.
Yeah, didn't need it. Good ghoul Garg play, man.
Gargulio at its finest.
All right, game number 3 is going to be on Last Refuge. This is do or die, 1-1 score line, SaiDe versus Vortex.
Same build from the side of Vortex. Probably the same build from the side of SaiDe. Would be surprised to see him switch it up from that Demon Hunter that looked so great in the first game and didn't honestly look bad in the second game. Just, you know, maybe crumbled under the pressure of Vortex with those Gargs early on. But Last Refuge, a worse map for Gargs than Concealed Hill was. So maybe an adjustment from the side of Vortex will need to happen. Perhaps that fast expansion that he feinted in the first game on Northern Isles won't be a fake this time for Vortex. We'll have to see. A lot of scouting has to be done for SaiDe, because there's a lot of options for the Undead.
Yeah, I agree. I think... I mean, you're definitely right. I mean, Concealed Hill is definitely a Garg map just because, like, the red drakes, the healing fountains, lots of tree line. LR, you could still make Gargs and make them effective just because of the base of the bottom and left right side are just so vulnerable to, like, air. But I just think there's so much versatility with this map, and I really think that it could be lore play. I mean, you could see SaiDe go into mass air as well. You could really see mass archers. Yeah, there's just so much variation with this map. It's such a neutral map. LR, one of the good ones in this pool. Demon Hunter first again from SaiDe, though.
Yeah, sticking to what he's comfortable with is certainly not a bad option. I mean, Keeper is more common, but maybe, you know, it's debatable whether it's actually better. I do prefer Demon Hunter myself when I play Night Elf on ladder once every 3 years. Demon Hunter is fun. I like it. Although I do like Warden. Warden's a lot of fun. You ever play Warden, Rick? You ever play Warden?
No, but Cruncher's beaten me with a solo Warden.
And buildings. He had like 80 Ancient Wars outside your base.
80 APs.
Was it APs? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty dope. Well, Flame only beat you with Mouse, so, and Hitman beat you with 50% handicap. So did Duck, I think, right? So, or did you beat Duck when he had 50% handicap? I think you did.
I don't think I played him.
Okay, you beat someone when they had 50% handicap. Wasn't Hitman though. Hitman
destroyed me. Yeah.
Yeah, he beat you in like 4 minutes with 50% handicap.
All right, well, laugh it up. Laugh it up.
I should cast those replays one day. I can probably actually find them in my folder if I looked hard enough.
Oh god, I'm a much better player, more advanced player now. You know, I'm big time. I beat Neo, crushed him. I'm winning 2v2s for NA. I'm on the map now, Carson. I'm living my dream.
Very exciting. And the claws are the dream for Vortex from that green camp. The Acolyte again, but it could be just a feint, could be just a jab. Doesn't have to be a Hail Mary expansion. Doesn't have to be a haymaker, you might call in the biz of boxing, which, as you can tell from my stature, Rick, got a little bit of experience in myself.
You're like 5'6".
No, that's actually what your height is, though.
No, I'm 5'7", all right? So leave me alone.
Oh, are you? Yeah, 5'6.5", so you round up, right? Be honest.
I don't know what I am, but I think I'm 5'7".
All right.
It might be 5'6.8" or something like that, but it's
all right. You're rounding up then.
Well, yeah.
As long as you admit that you're rounding up.
Well, I don't know because I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's 173 centimeters.
All right.
So I think it's like 5'6.8"
like
or something.
5'4" about.
Maybe 178. I don't remember.
There's no tech, by the way. Oh, there is a tech behind this.
Uh-oh.
The question is SaiDe going to overcommit? What happens here is not... I mean, it is important, but what's really important is how does SaiDe react to thinking there's a fast expansion coming? 2 wisps have been pulled, but not overcommittal. 1 archer going to fall. 1 wisp detonated, another one going to be killed by the ghouls. Seems as though the expansion fake has been stopped, but the tech is still coming in for both players. Not an overcommitment yet from SaiDe. Earlier, Hunter Assault? No, on-time Hunter Assault, so no overcommitment, but 2 archers are going to fall, Ricky.
Yeah, 1 goes down, and Vortex just continuing the chase. Building more... Oh, Skellies. Demon Hunter almost fell into a surround there, but again, the Demon Hunter movement is very good from SaiDe. I'm surprised that the Demon Hunter wasn't just right-clicking some of the ghouls while the chase was happening, because he really could just deter the chase, and even if Vortex does aggro back onto the Demon Hunter, then you've done your job.
That's a very important detail, I feel like, when you're being chased, when they're trying to go for archers or trying to, you know, surround your hero or something, to try to get as much damage in as possible against, in particular, like the, DK ghouls. Just try to get attacks off, try to put damage on the ghouls, because eventually, even if they lock that surround in, you're just going to get 2 ghouls for free, and they're going to be like, oh, I lost too much health, I got to back away.
Well, it's
Yeah,
a
I think that's
double...
a very important detail.
It's a double-edged sword, right? Because when the undead's pushing you, you think you're, oh crap, I'm in trouble. But you're actually always ahead if you're doing damage and he's chasing. And that's how undead players actually get caught and end up taking way more damage than they're supposed to. Wisp Deado only gets 1 skelly, not the 2, but feeds a bit of experience there for the Demon Hunter. And the Naga comes in. Oh, SaiDe's Demon Hunter kind of surrounded a bit.
Just going for the archers. Smart from VortiX, I feel like, because he doesn't know if he's going to be able to actually secure the Demon Hunter surround and hold it. So he knows he can get the archers. He knows he can get the Naga as well. What a clean surround from VortiX. Oh my god, he's just putting on a clinic here after that game 1.
Yeah, this is really clean from VortiX. He's going to get that ghoul? No, he's not. VortiX saving the ghoul as well. Wow. And the expansion's up. Agent of War, though, being built at the expansion. So SaiDe's well aware of the timings. But how is he going to get over there? Because this is going to be a canceled AOW before anything ever goes up. And a Ziggurat, probably a Spirit Tower. Does he have a graveyard? He does. He could build a Spirit Tower as well. But instead, he spent his money somewhere else. And that's on the Lich.
All right, we're going to see a Lich at least twice in this series. Naga picked up. Going to be nice as well. Looking like a pretty similar game, except there is an expansion up compared to game 1 of Northern Isles. But maybe going to see that Alchemist 3rd again. But there's only 2 archers. The lores are coming up. And there's just no gold.
Guy in the chat says Canadians are really tiny. Hey, man, we're not all 5'7", bro. Just we happen to be, all right? There's 6'5" Canadians. Trust me.
Yeah, there really is. Oh, the Death Knight. The Naga? I think the Naga can do it on her own. Yup. Forces a town portal. The ghouls.
Oh, but the demon.
Are they going to go to the tree? Ghouls go to the tree, perhaps? Oh, 3 of them go, but the other ones let the Demon Hunter out. That could have been potentially a very difficult play to make, though. You got to time mining from the trees at the perfect frame when the town portal is about to go off, so the Demon Hunter holds this around, and even then, maybe VortiX couldn't have held this around. So playing it safe, as he always does, which is something I definitely respect in players. Not going for the fancy stuff, just playing it safe, not overcommitting.
Speaking of overcommitting, DK coming across with a health pot and a mana pot. VortiX wants to keep this pressure on. Lich actually has Nova skilled, and Big Nova goes on the Archer, and he's going to pick off a few. SaiDe actually gets a deny on that one. Very beautiful.
But now could be level 3, by the way. If this Death Knight gets level 3 and pops that mana pot, could be a dead hunter in no time. Dryad, is that surrounded too? My lord, VortiX.
Is that level 3? No, very close though.
You don't expect it either. One more Dryad kill will be level 3 if the Demon Hunter is low enough. Mana pot, dead Demon Hunter. Even that Archer. Claws should be passed, certainly. Okay, they were passed in the middle of that fight, so the Lich is now pretty stacked. The expansion's mining, though, but there is a counter expansion just now finishing for SaiDe.
Yeah, VortiX gonna saturate that mine fully now that he's on tier 2 with the Acolytes coming in. 2 more Acolytes. He did kind of delay that a bit. Little bit of a miss macro there. Could have been efficiently mining a bit more. And actually, this is a huge jack right now. The Undead is well aware that the tree's here. And look at the Rock Golems killing the AOW. And doing damage to the Dryad. This is kind of a disaster. SaiDe needs to commit to this.
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit greedy to go for that Mercenary. Can't afford just creeping the expansion up straight up, but the Ancient War might be saved. These creeps, the Murlocs are going to aggro soon. You know it's coming. It's going to be pure chaos. Pull the Murlocs, VortiX. Pull the Murlocs. Do it. Block. No TP, remember, and that health pot was already used, so VortiX has to be a little bit careful, but he's happy just to poke and prod and buy time because he knows he's mining on 2 base instead of not. Sort of accuracy going to be great for SaiDe, but what's going to be even better is if he doesn't lose this expansion to creeps.
Yeah, taking a lot of damage on this tree. Level 2 on the Naga, though, but level 3 on the Demon and the True Shot Aura. Very good.
Yeah.
Flute of accuracy here.
Good level ups as well.
Taking a lot more damage on that creep than he needed to, and Vortex just being so annoying. Where is the slaughterhouse? Slaughterhouse is at the expansion. Okay, necropolis and a shop at the... So Vortex expansion is well protected. Actually a pretty nice sim city as well.
Yep.
And now the Lich going to creep up the shop by himself. That's going to get level 2. You know, I always thought the Lich was a female.
Yeah, where's the skirt? You didn't play the campaign though, did you? Or play with... I mean...
No, I
very
didn't play
male
campaign,
voice.
no.
Maybe it's higher, I guess.
It's
yeah.
a
What does the
it's
Lich
yeah.
say? I play with voice lines off, by the way, unit responses, so I sometimes forget the voice lines.
Yeah, no, I always just thought it was female.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not though. Yeah, it looks like a
Well,
dress.
it's technically a demon. It's a daemon.
It's a demon.
It's a daemon.
Got the devil in him, that boy. Yeah, okay, nice surround on the Ogre Mauler. That's going to be some nice creeping here. And the statues just pumping overtime, triple time, double time, vacation time.
Yeah.
Any other statutory holiday, any other... Just working, you know? Putting in work.
Yeah.
Naga but
Trying
hit
his
level
best.
3.
Just like you.
Yeah, there you go.
You're always trying your best, Rick.
I am. I try really hard. It's stressful. I get the runs from the stress.
Yeah, I know you do. I know that's a fact.
Yeah.
Creeping
Well-
2 camps at the same time is said. You pay double for that kind of action.
You certainly do, yeah. Vortex going to do that ghoul pull again, and I assume he wants to creep the red. The Lich has an orb. He's ready to rock and roll. Vortex getting great items this whole series. Tons of claws in that Lich. He actually gets a double heal scroll as well.
Scroll the Beast.
Yeah,
Interestingly,
that
he wanted
was-
another heal scroll, but like Scroll the Beast when there's so many units, like obviously there's Wisp is a decent number of Dryads, but if the Dryads are using their Abolish, they are not attacking. I mean, I think it's a decent choice still with this number of ghouls on the field, but he knows better. And here's the big fight. Frost Armor Fiends in the back. The ghouls not really getting much of anything, especially with that Fork Lightning. First heal scroll invested for just ghouls. The expansion is low. It is mining at least. Tinker third. Love to see it. My favorite third hero in the game. And the Bears... Seems like Vortex doing a pretty good job here at the start of this fight.
You know, we asked ourselves what would happen if Vortex just played out standard, and with the Tinker third, I mean, it's debatable, but this is a pretty standard composition. It looks like Vortex just kind of destroying SaiDe in a weird position. He needs to try to reposition his army. He might get that Tinker, but it's still pretty close. But how much is he going to dive in for to get that Tinker? Okay, he doesn't get the Tinker yet, level 3 on the Lich, but everything's just dying here, man. The Fiends getting full
TP's
service
gonna be
area.
forced, though. Yep, there's the TP, so SaiDe holds on. He lost so much, but he holds on, Ricky.
Yeah, but he lost a lot, bro.
Lost a lot, yeah.
39 versus 60. I mean, Vortex didn't really lose anything.
And maybe if there's like a third lore. How many wisps did he lose? He actually said didn't lose any wisps. So if he had the production to get back the army that he just lost, maybe he'd be ready in time because he does have the economy. But as it stands, is he ever going to catch up in supply? Maybe he just focuses heroes again. There's no town portal on the Death Knight this time. There's just a potion and a heal scroll. And the red camp's going to be taken. Claws plus 12. Jesus Weezus. That Lich is terrifying.
Oh, man. Okay.
That's what you need here.
All right. Well, that happened.
Upset trying to creep up himself. His Demon Hunter is not too shabby either, though, Rick, to be fair. To be fair to you. To be fair.
Yeah, but plus 13's not a plus 27, bro.
No, it certainly isn't. It's not an Orb of Corruption either, but Orb of Venom, not too bad. Ooh, maybe going to get the Note Overseer. Would have to invest a Fork Lightning if he wanted to get it, so he's going to give it up. And the Tinker's getting close to level 3. And Tinker's just so... I love Tinker, dude. Tinker's dope.
Town is under siege.
See, I'm not the only one that thought the Lich was a female. This is a really big fight. It's 46 against 69. Vortex has the army advantage. And when you have the army advantage and you're a player like Vortex, generally you're going to just steamroll this fight. There's so many Fiends here. I don't even know how SaiDe, like, takes this engagement.
Just hero focus, I feel like, man. Just hero focus. He's getting good mana burns. He forced the Tinker out. He forced the heal scroll. He forced one potion. There's only one more potion. If he maybe mana burns and goes for a Lich kill, pops that invuln, maybe there's a chance. He's kind of getting some kills. The Demon Heart forced into the invuln. Oh, the Tinker forces that second potion. This has actually been pretty decent for SaiDe. Yeah, he's losing units, but he's managed to get rid of all the mana. but it's still 72 against 45 supply. It's very difficult, but he's doing pretty much everything he can with how little he has right now.
Yeah, I think the key here is just the lack of mana on the undead, and the longer this fight goes, maybe SaiDe can chip away, but the expansion about to fall, the wisps actually get pulled to try to heal this tree, and this is going to buy SaiDe enough time to chip away at some of these fiends. And like I said, there's still no coil here, but the demon gets instantly nuked. The rejuve can get eaten by the destroyers. It doesn't yet, actually. The demon hunter, yeah, getting full value out of this rejuve. Staff goes in as well. Bear's trying to get on top of this fiend, but that's going to be a dead bear. The staff on cooldown. Level 3 on this third hero. Yeah, that's a big one.
Lot is low, but there's just not quite enough to tank the damage. Naga needs a lot more Fork Lightnings. Has that orb as well, the double orb, in fact, which is a great source of damage. The DK, there's just not enough mana on the Naga. If there was, maybe pull there a Fork Lightning, but the Demon Hunter is the one to fall first. And Vortex, after a long slog of a haul, seems to have done it here in Game 3, and there it is, the GG well played.
Yeah, really good DK control from Vortex, and I feel like SaiDe just trying to scrape by and try to focus him down, but it's not going to be enough. Really good control, and that's a 2-1 for Mr. Vortex off of a wacky Game 1. I gotta say, man, SaiDe played really good, but Vortex going to take the first seed in the group, and SaiDe going to drop down to play the Great Wall in a rematch for the second seed. So the Great Wall going to get some chance of redemption. I wonder if he's going to play random this time, or if he wants to not do that. We'll take a bit of a break. We'll come back and we'll find out. It's going to be SaiDe against the Great Wall. We'll be right back.